but could you tell me, please, what you think is going to happen to my soul after I die?
That's not up to me.
I'm not asking you to pass judgment on me, right? I'm an atheist. Let's suppose I'm still an atheist when I die. According to what's taught in your religion, what happens to me?
Like I said, I don't know. I mean,
You don't know?
I'm not there yet.
That's bizarre, because we atheists are not even members of your religion, and we know what the teachings of your religion are.
You know what the teachings are, but there are different beliefs with Christianity, inside of Christianity, with Catholicism and
all right,
everything else.
I hate to have to do this, because I don't like putting words in people's mouths, but since you're refusing to, just fess up to what the teachings of your own religion are, I'll tell you what your religion says happens to me, right? What happens to me is I get tortured forever, right? According to the rules of your religion, if I'm still an atheist when I die, I go to hell forever, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And you are a member of that religion. At some point, somebody told you that that is what happens to people who aren't members of your religion, and you're okay with that. That's why I'm upset with Christians. That's why I get upset when Christians say things like they'll pray for me, right? Because you are a bunch of people who think I deserve to be tortured forever. How am I supposed to not be upset? Huh?
Don't think you deserve that.
You don't think I deserve it? But you worship the God that you believe is going to do that to me. If you don't think I deserve that, stop worshiping that God.
Hey, why are you getting upset about something that's mythological? That's what the point I'm trying to get at.
If you told me that you believed I deserved to be imprisoned for life in a penal colony on Jupiter, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as a penal colony on Jupiter, but you're expressing the sentiment that I deserve to be incarcerated forever. Okay? I can react to that. I'm perfectly within my rights to resent your attitude about me, even if your attitude ultimately connects up with something that's a fiction. You're still going around, you're still voluntarily being a member of a religion that condemns me to eternal torment just for not being a member. That's why.
But, see, there you go. You can call it a religion, and yet you don't believe in it as well. See, I'm not trying
No, I don't think I'm going to hell, sir, but you do.
I'm not trying
You do, and not only that, you're in favor of it. You're staying in the religion that says that that's what I deserve. That you asked what? You called and asked why we get upset about Christians. That's why. Okay?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, because if somebody walking down the street, says something to me, or somebody says they don't like me, I'm an asshole or whatever, that's fine. I really don't care.
No.
Really? I do care.
Hey, you're an asshole is way less of an insult than you deserve to be tortured forever.
That's true.
That is not on the same scale.
And even not on the same scale,
But
most people...
But it's something to you that doesn't exist. That'd be like telling me that I needed to go live in Candyland or something, you know? Like,
in a sense, I think you're already living in Candyland.
I mean, I just don't understand why, you feel the need to tear down somebody else and they're not tearing you down.
You are tearing me down. You're in a religion that says I deserve to be tortured forever, voluntarily. If you don't think I deserve that, quit the religion. It's very simple.
They don't think you
Very
deserve
simple.
That. They're not saying you deserve that.
But you're worshiping the God that you think is going to do that to me. You go think about that. Clearly,
By your own
clearly
decision.
you need to think about this a little bit more.
That's by your own decision.
So what?
That's like I'm a hunter, so a deer that's in the woods deserves to get killed. That's not the same thing.
If you are a hunter, then on some level you must believe that, wouldn't you? I mean, if you came after me with a
What are you
gun,
doing
I'd
hunting
be
things
pretty
you don't think
offended.
deserve to get killed?
I don't think they deserve to get killed. You
Go
see what
stop
I'm saying?
killing them. What's
Why are y'all
wrong
getting
with you?
don't understand why you're getting so upset about it, you know? That's what
you know what? And the fact that you don't get it, is more reason for me to be upset. You are part of, in my opinion, an evil cult that wants the worst possible things to happen to me. All right? Now you go away and think about that. I think we better move on to our next caller. Yeah.
If you want,
the Christian love is just flowing out of the telephone.
I think you upset him, actually, but I couldn't tell for sure. But I don't know. I'm not that offended by Christians. I think most of them don't really think about those implications very much.
I don't go around stewing about this all the time either. You know, I let it out when we have.
I know you well enough, Jeff, that was not you angry. That was you having fun.
I let it out on Christian callers because I think that ultimately most Christians are actually perfectly nice people, that if they were able to stop and think for 5 seconds about the implications of their own belief system, they'd stop believing it.